It's your boy Jiggy Bars, the college kid, you know, part of YMG Records. And yeah.
I'm Alan the Official, and I'm the creator of everything. I like to create. I make music. I own a production and entertainment company called Canvas, and I pretty much it allows me to dip my fingers into everything. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with this. You met each other in 2015 thing. Okay, so like, how did you guys actually meet? Who found who? And like, how did this whole thing even happen?
Okay, so alright, the craziest thing, right? So I'm in college at the time. I'm on winter break actually, and I'm working at the rec center at my school, and I'm just chilling. I'm working the desk. You know, it's winter break. It's dead. Ain't nobody there really. I'm just chilling. And I get a phone message from my aunt on my dad's side, and at the time I hadn't known anybody from my dad's side or like heard from him at all, and so I had got a message from her, and then she's like, yo, like, she's just like, I'm so proud of you, because she's just liking all my photos and all this. I'm like, who is this? You know, and then she had messaged me and was like, it's your aunt, I'm so proud of you, like, you got all of these siblings, and I'm just like, that, you know what I'm saying, that struck a lot of attention. I'm like, yeah, I knew about, at the end of the day, yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, I knew about my brothers in the back of my head, but it was like, almost like a myth. You feel me? So, she had ended up connecting me with Alan's mom over on Facebook, and, so the first time that I ever saw his profile, I did not believe it was him. I was like, this is not my brother. Like, what? Like, it was just like, because, I mean, it was just a side view. It was a picture of him and Malik. You could only see, like, sides. And I'm like, I mean, it's just this light-skinned dude. I'm like, I don't know if you really look like me. But it was crazy because it said Allen, Washington, and it said Schaumburg, Illinois. I'm like, what? Schaumburg is really close. I'm like, that's crazy. But I ended up talking to his mom, you know, and she was just, like, pretty much giving me the rundown and telling me, like, she was like, the boys got an apartment. Alan, our other, and Rasidi, our other brother, they got an apartment over in the city. Here's Alan's number. Give him a call. And I'm like, okay. So I called him instantly. He picked up. What's up? He's like, I was like, yo, it's Chris, your brother. And it was just like, for me, one of the most awkward conversations that I had in a long time, because so I really didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Like, how do you pick that phone
like,
up?
Yeah,
like, yo,
you know what I'm saying? It's like,
this is your long lost brother.
This is your real brother. Because it was crazy. But yeah, I mean, and he just instantly, what's up, bro? You know, we got to conversating, and I was telling him, like, yo, I go to college. I'm at North Park University. I live off of Foster and Kedzie. He's like, wait, you live off of Foster and Kedzie? No way, I live off of Drake and Irving Park. I'm like, that sounds real familiar. Like, send me your address and see how far it is. He sent his address, and it said 6 minutes away. So I'm like, get the fuck out of here. 6 minutes away. But at the time, he wasn't actually at his apartment. He was in that's at the studio you guys had.
Yeah, we had a sponsorship with Anytime Fitness at the time, and we were getting ready for, I think it was America's Got Talent, were we?
Oh, no, this is way before. This was, you guys were doing the So Groovy challenge with D-Lo.
Oh, that's what we were doing. We were doing the, like, D-Lo's music video. We were choreographing for it, and I had picked him up. I was so excited that I had drove all the way from the studio. I went to go pick him up and drove right back to the studio and just introduced him to everybody. I was just so excited. Yo, guys, this is my brother. And ever since, it's been just...
Yeah. And that was wild. I, like, thinking back to that experience, like, that was my first time actually being in the room with both of my brothers together, like, seeing them and just, like, what they do, because my whole life, like, thinking about, like, the last conversation I had with them was I was in 3rd grade. And, you know, we had talked on the phone for like 5 hours, you know, and like completely lost contact after that. But the last time we talked is like they were playing sports and like they were playing basketball at the time or something. So I always thought, like, in the back of my head, if I ever met my brothers, they'd be basketball players for some reason. But it was just crazy to see how they turned out. You know, they were dancers, like, and then the fact that they were doing the So Groovy challenge with D-Lo, all in my first time, you know, actually sitting with them since we were children. Like, it was crazy. It was just altogether crazy experience, like how it all happened.
So you were like excited from the go. You didn't have any worries. You weren't like, I ain't your brother.
No, I'm the way I grew up, I was very, very family oriented. I love energy, I love people, and I love friendship. When I found out that I had another brother, that just added more to my family for me. So yeah, it was more like, come on, bro, let's create this. And I was so excited to see what he was capable of, because my whole entire family, we're like, it's just an abundance of talent here. So I just knew there was something in him as well. So just being able to have him here and him just just settle so nicely into this music. It
was crazy.
It was fate, man.
And honestly, like, it's just, yeah, absolutely. I agree. It was fate because instantly, like, once I decided to make the decision to start making music, Alan was right there. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that was the first person I called, and it was like, I had worked on it, and it just like, I think the first time I showed him that I wanted to make music, I had wrote like 3 songs, and then I showed him, like, we were in the car, and I showed him, and he was just like, what? Like, and then we ended up going to the studio, and this was Music Garage. This is back in like 2016.
I don't think it was at Music Garage first. It was Doug first.
It was with Doug, right?
We were in Columbia College.
Yeah, so we were at Columbia College, and that's when we recorded a song called That Work, and that Alan tells me to this day that's still his favorite song of mine. But it was just crazy that being one of our like first times ever being like in a studio recording together. It was just like the chemistry was there, and you could tell, like you could feel the brotherhood through the music, and it's always been like, it's continued to be like that, you know. And that's like that's why I say this was like fate.
So y'all mentioned another brother, Malik.
No. This is
Rasidi, Isaiah Social Fonts, whatever people call him. He goes by Isaiah Social King forever. We all have the same dad, but me and him have the same mom as well. And he started the Future Kings with me, and he's always busy, but he's here.
He's going crazy right now.
Going nuts right now.
That gangsta walk going crazy right now. Yeah, so.
Okay. So, your relationship with your father, like how does it actually happen? Like, why did he keep you guys separated? Like, how come you only spoke to them one time in your life? Like,
and it was the crazy thing is it was never through him that, you know what I'm saying, we got connected.
And even the separation wasn't through him.
Yeah.
We have about 9, 10 different siblings, and
all from our dad.
All from our dad, yeah. And Jiggy, he went as far as, you know, after he met me and Rasidi, he was infatuated with the fact that we have family out here, you know. So let me go find them, dude. Especially if I got to meet him and it was a connection that quick, it's got to be in the bloodline. It's got to be somewhere. It's got to be somewhere. So he went and he reached out to every single one of the siblings that he could, and he's met most of them at this point.
And still to this day, like, I'm connected with him. We went to Nebraska and had a show, YMG, like this past weekend, and we were over there, and I was connected with my sister. She came out to the show. You know, I performed out there twice, and she came out to both shows. So
what's you guys' relationship with your father today?
Today, it's very non-existent, but I mean, we get calls. It's been a while. It's just, at this point in our lives, we're very busy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And our dad, like, he doesn't have the same mentality as we do. You know, he has, obviously, like, he had artistic, you know, creative gift, but never really, like, followed through with it, you know, and we're kind of seeing that as an example of what not to do in our lives.
Yeah. You know I feel like he's gotten to the point where he knows that he created this thing, and he can't really do anything about it, so he tries to stay back. But when we do talk, he's very supportive. He'll make it a point that, you know, I'm watching your videos, I'm doing so he's cool, but it's still the fact of the matter that he wasn't here for.
Yeah, it's so hard after not being in your lives for that long, and, you know, you had to fend for yourself and, you know, understand how to be a man on your own. Like, at that point, reconnecting in our lives at 23 and, you know, 25 years old, like, there's not much weight to it now. It's like, you know, conversations don't hold much weight now. It's because there's so much time was lost. You know, at the end of the day, there's respect, because that is our dad. You feel me? Like, we wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for him. There's respect, but there's, you know, like, it's just like a hard situation. Like, want to be able to reach out to him, you know.
So what's like the age difference between you guys?
Oh, so bogus. So he's actually the oldest, and he's 3 months older than my brother, or our other brother. And then I'm 15 months older, or younger than the other brother. And then I think Crystal's next.
Yeah, but Crystal's like 17 right now, so that's some time in between, but
but it's still and then everyone else is like younger.
Yeah.
Okay. So you being the oldest, you felt like it was your responsibility?
I almost did in a way. Like I know, like for me growing up, I never knew anything about my dad. So like me and my mom were very isolated in ways where like, you know, my mom was from the south side of Chicago, you know, born and raised, lived out there her whole life, and once she had me, she took the opportunity to leave that situation and move to the suburbs, and that's where you know I grew up most of my life. So
So what was your mom's reaction when you reached out to find your other siblings? Like, what was her reaction?
So
I want to know your mom's reaction too.
Yeah, well, my mom was happy. She was very happy because at the end of the day, it wasn't like there was a relationship when we were younger. It wasn't like this was the first time we were ever seeing each other.
Well,
because
my mom said that she used to babysit him
mm-hmm.
Back in the day, but this is times that we don't even remember.
Yeah.
We were babies. So there was a bit of a relationship between our parents, but nothing really between us. We had the phone call, and that's again something that goes in the back of our mind. 3rd grade, I was maybe in, I don't even know, like second.
Yeah, first or second. You probably 2nd grade. Yeah.
And now, wait, I don't even remember where I was going. Go ahead, steal it.
Yeah, but no. As far as like how my mom responded to it, she was excited. She was very excited because she knew that, you know, she had to be there for me, you know, and knowing that I didn't have any siblings growing up and I had to do everything alone, and you know, I just didn't have that brotherhood bond. So when I found my brothers, my mom was very excited. You know, she is texting me. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy for you." You know, and like I got a lot of support, especially from people who knew me growing up, who knew how I had to live life. You know what I'm saying? Without anybody else other than my mom. So for everyone who had a relationship close to me, they're very excited to see that.
So do you add any other of your siblings into your creative journey?
I mean, like Alan said, I took time to, you know, venture out and spend time with all of my siblings as much as possible, and that's why I even went to Nebraska for a semester, went to school out there, and when I was in Omaha, I was living with my sister, so I was out there for a couple months, stayed with her, then I went to school for a semester in Lincoln, so I was out there, and I just got to spend time with her and build a bond with her, being out there, and like I said, we still talk. You know, I still call her. I'll check up on her, see how she's doing. You know, whenever I'm going out there, I make sure I make it, you know, a thing to go out and see her. And so yeah.
You can tell she's interested in the music.
She definitely is.
She's just very like attracted to all the creative vibes that he brings around every time she's over there.
Yeah.
It's insane, like the love and how much she wants to be a part of everything that he's doing. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Definitely show support.
So let's talk TFK. So you credit yourself as the founder,
co-founder.
the co-founder.
Mm-hmm.
So like, can you describe the process? And I know like there's a lot of members of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did this actually come about?
So my brother and I, we actually lived in Long Beach, California, for most of our lives. Right after we moved out here, I want to say I was about 14 years old, and we left everything that we knew. All of our friends, all the people we met out there, all of our connections. And don't get me wrong, we didn't have many. We're just kids that loved to dance more than anything. And we lived in one of the worst areas in California. Long Beach was horrible. There was just a lot of gang violence over there. And my mom, she was fed up with it. Our family all lives out here. And so us coming out here, my brother and I needed something to gravitate towards. So YouTube really brought us into everything. We made one YouTube video, just us dancing.
Who was in the video? Just you and your brother?
Just me and my brother, yeah. And then we were like, you know, this was cool, let's make another one. The next day, made another one, posted it. And then after that, people just started, you know, just gravitating towards it. Yo, this is dope. Where are you from? You're in Chicago, let's link. We ended up being a part of this huge movement. It was at the time when Jerkin was around. It was the Jerk movement, and it blew up from there. It was insane. And that's how we kind of created our whole wave. And from that, we started meeting other dancers that were dope. And our criteria, it's not like, yo, this person's cool, let's put him on. It was almost like you had to have the same kind of energy, the same kind of vibe, the same kind of belief. And if you're as passionate as we are, then we know you're solid. You know, if you're as passionate as you can be about your craft, then I know that you're going to work for it, you know? So at that point, my brother and I, we just continued to build. And with putting this team together, we also built more of a fan base, and it just skyrocketed from there.
So the members are basically from all over the country, like?
No, so all of our members right now, they're all mainly from Illinois. They're all over Illinois though. DeAndre is, I don't even remember, but he's somewhere in the suburbs, like the not Round Lake.
Isn't Streamwood?
No. That Malik is from Streamwood. I don't remember where DeAndre's from. Renzel's from like the Glenview area or something like that. They're just all over Illinois, but through YouTube, that's how everyone connected, and that's that.
How many members are in the group
now?
Mm-hmm.
Including the future kids, TF kids, there's, I feel like there's like 12. It's a little hefty now.
So how many managers are there for the group?
To my knowledge, it's Frenny, Jargon, and my brother does a lot of the management.
Well, what did the other two managers come from?
Jargon has been around ever since, I don't even know. So Frenny is actually one of our members' moms. She introduced us to Jargon originally, and he came to one of our workshops. This is one of our first workshops ever. And immediately you can tell his energy was crazy. And the way he speaks, like he has this, yo, I have something to tell you, and you guys are gonna listen. And you feel it. You definitely feel it every time he talks. So that helped us create that relationship with him. I mean, he did that by himself. I'm not gonna lie. He's one of those people. But yeah, they've all been around about the same amount of time, and that's how we have our little family.
Okay, so I want to ask you about the road to America's Got Talent. Can you describe like how you guys got there, how you mentally prepared for that?
Yeah. So in 2015, we actually auditioned. I think that was the first audition that we ever auditioned.
Was that after the viral video?
We had a few viral videos at that time.
The first one.
The first audition?
No, the first viral video. Wasn't the first one with D-Lo? Like,
yes.
When they're after that. That's when you guys auditioned?
Yes, it was around the same time. No, I lied. No, it wasn't. It was right before, because we met D-Lo at America's Got Talent.
Okay.
We're all in this big, huge holding room. We didn't make it at the time, and hence why you didn't see us. But we met a whole bunch of cool celebrities, and we focused on our marketing in that holding room. I know that we look really loud, a whole bunch of minority-ass kids, and we have wild hair, and we dance, and we're loud. We're kids. So we took advantage of just talking to people. We met D-Lo. D-Lo loved it. He saw some of our videos, and we kept that contact. We did the audition. Nothing happened. We auditioned again. No, I lied. We actually, the first time I auditioned was 2015, but it was with just me and my brother. And that really, it didn't go anywhere. Then we did it with our group a few years later as we built. And that's when we met D-Lo. We kept that contact. And then we got called back actually in last year. And that's when we were like, all right, it's go time. This is our opportunity. And from there, it was just, we knew what to do at that point. We built our brand, our style, how we danced. It's Koiba, hanging on your bitch ass. That's my brother made that up. But that's our style, because I can't say anybody dances like us. It's definitely just something that we took from, the jerking era. We grew up in Long Beach, California, and the style of hip hop out there was beautiful. So we were around a lot of breakers, a lot of poppers, a lot of wavers, and that's how we started. So going from there, and then jerking, and then Chicago, and seeing the footwork, and like it's just so many styles that we crushed into this thing and put in a package. It's us, and they really started to just take notice of what that is. And I think that's really what took us there. On America's Got Talent, people noticed it as well. Everyone was every dance group was appointed a choreographer. We were the only group that we got appointed a choreographer, but they didn't change any of our choreography. My brother and Renzel choreographed most of everything, and Jay, he was a group member a while ago, but they choreographed pretty much everything, and they can't touch our choreography because it's just so different. It's just completely us. Koiba.
How did it feel like after you guys y'all made it so far to lose to a magician? Like, how did that make y'all feel?
To be honest, don't get me wrong, there was tears. Like, it was hard, but at the same time, it was a blessing. I think to have the ability to create an upset is huge. We could have just lost, and that was it.
Y'all showed the heart.
But when we lost and our fans were upset, we know that we won. This is cool. And it took us to so many different platforms. There's so many opportunities that we have based off of just America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not even going.
Well, what was the biggest opportunity after that?
Oh my goodness, there was so much after that. I think the Ellen Show came after that. We worked with Chance a million times. It's like our brother now. Everything. We WWE, Raw. It was everything after that. We've been all over the place, and my brother's still going all over the place.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, how do you feel about being so close with the TFK family and everything?
Well, for me, I was able to see a lot of the process, and I think that's one of the things that inspired me so much to continue to strive. It's just being around my brothers and me personally seeing how much work they put into it, me actually being there to experience them practice for America's Got Talent, and just seeing, the amount of times that they drill different little choreographies and all that. And it's just like I said, me being able to witness the whole experience, it really inspired me. And now that, I'm making music and with YMG and everything like that, I have a lot of, I give a lot of inspiration to Alan, because he definitely inspired me in a lot of different ways as an artist. Like I said, being able to see his work ethic and, how much I was able to see how much it really takes. What I'm saying? Being able to be there and experience.
So you mentioned YMG. So I want you to explain to us what that is and how you got motivation. What inspired you to create it.
Okay. YMG stands for U2Go Music Group, and pretty much the philosophy behind it is that we will provide the opportunity, but it's on you to go. And for me, that's kind of a philosophy that I've always lived off of in life. You know what I'm saying? When I went to college, and it's pretty much the same philosophy for me. Playing college football, it was always on me to go. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. Hearing about my story, growing up, it was always me and my mom. I had to be self-motivated. It was always on me to go, So it makes it's another one of those things where it's fate, that I ended up with YMG. But yeah, like I said, it's a philosophy that I apply, and I think about it every day. You know what I'm saying? What can I do? I'm always waking up, calling my manager Jay, trying to figure out what we can do to progress, whether it be for an event, or for a song that I'm working on, or what I'm saying, or what can we do, what can we do to continue to strive and be going in the right direction as far as what we need to get done.
So you would describe YMG as?
It's a music label. It's a music label and management as well.
Okay. And I know you have Canvas.
Yes.
Can you describe that?
So Canvas is an entertainment and media group. We specialize in, we have a bunch of dancers. Then we have a pocket full of cinematographers, photographers, post-productionists, people who will sit and edit all your photos and videos and things like that. And we also give opportunity to the youth that don't have tools or even just space to be able to use that. Because, once upon a time we were all living room dancers, or taking photos on our phone to try to capture whatever creative aura we can. and now that my brothers and I have a platform to do that, we give back as much as possible.
How do you guys collaborate together with Canvas and YMG?
So, this is the coolest thing ever. So just like my brother and I connecting, I met Jay from YMG, I want to say about 2 years ago, and ever since, like, our first meeting, it was based off relationship. Like I said, I'm a relationship person. I don't value money. I don't value anything else but genuinely. We created our partnership off of just a relationship, and through that, everything just fit perfectly. Everything that they need and we can provide, they know, like, it goes same and then same. Everything that we need, if they can provide, they got us. It's a big family. And Jiggy was actually a big part of Canvas before he was signed to YMG, and YMG just, they showed their support and love, and that's how he got picked up. He showed his passion, his work ethic, and boom, that's fate again, working at its finest.
That's cool. So, like, what is it like managing all these different things that you guys do? And, like, do you guys also juggle, like, a regular job? Like,
well, yeah, I mean, personally, I've been, through living a couple different jobs. I'm living the struggling artist lifestyle as we speak, but, it's because being a part of, YMG is, it's something that I take very serious, and it's something, like, I take my art and my craft very serious. I spend a lot of time.
You have to.
I spend a lot of time on this, like, whether I'm just, trying to be in the creative process to try and, create music, or I'm, reaching out to people, I'm reaching out to venues, reaching out to promoters, coming up with concepts for different events. Like, I'm always working constantly. And so I know my brother is the same way. So, we do a lot of things that we do are hand in hand. Like, we talk, obviously we talk every day, what you got going on. What I'm saying?
It allows us to give advice.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Unjudged advice, because we know we're going through life.
Yeah, and if there's anything that I can, like, if I'm up in a situation and I can help him out, I'm gonna help him out, and it's vice versa. And it's always, it's always been that way. So we have each other to rely on.
Yeah. Now I'm at the point where last year, last year I quit my job. I don't work anymore, but this is my job, Canvas. Alan, like, my music, and then dance. That's how I make my income. I'm a full-time artist, which it feels really good.
right. So I want to ask you a question about that. What advice would you give someone that really wants to just be 100% in their craft? Like, how can they do that?
Apply pressure. It's really my chapter for 2019. I've preached it to all of my members in Canvas. I preach it to everybody. I got it tatted on me this year. Apply pressure. If you want anything, nobody's gonna care more than you care about anything. Anything that you want in life, you have to apply pressure. You have to go get it, because, like, if you don't, there's nothing behind it. There's no meaning behind it. So that's it. If you want to make diamonds, baby, you gotta apply pressure.
Facts.
Okay, so we're at the end of a decade. So my question for you all is, where do you see you guys in the next decade? Not 2020, but the 2030s.
Oh, no, we were just having this conversation because it's like, man,
We just had this conversation.
it's just like everything is starting to align. Honestly, things are coming together. And, like, the thing about it is, everything that we do with our art and our music and our craft is authentic. I'm like, it's gonna get ugly in 2020. So, like, to say where it's at in this next decade is hard, because, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't expect to be where I'm at now. So now I'm thinking to I'm thinking to the stars now.
I'm definitely gonna be a millionaire by 30.
Easily.
I'm not.
Easily.
I'm going to be making millions by 2030, for sure.
That's all the questions that I have for you all. Do you want to, like, say anything else in the interview?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to with everyone, with us getting our story out, I really want that to be, an opportunity for people to feel our music. You know what I'm saying? When you're listening to our music, now you're able to hear now you know the backstory in your head.
Chemistry.
You know what I'm saying? You understand why the chemistry is the way it is. So that's one thing that I want people to, take into consideration and think about when they're listening to the song. Is like, yo, like, these are blood brothers that are separated until they're 20-something years old, and to just have all of this natural chemistry, like, it's something special. So
Make sure you guys stream On Now when it releases. It should be out next week when this interview drops. Because they just want to because I'm on now.
facts.
That's it. Just
We
stream
had to
On.
let the industry know. You know what I'm saying? We had to let the industry know how we coming on this one. You know, like I said, it's 2020. We're not letting up. We've been applying a lot of pressure. So, yeah.